What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a review of the 2021 WWE Survivor Series. Just ended about 10 minutes ago. It was almost a 4-hour show. If you started watching a kickoff, then it was like almost 5 hours. Anyways, on the kickoff, my voice is my throat is pretty sore, so I'm not going to get excited and be yelling or ranting at all. I was happy with the pay-per-view. If you thought it sucked, I had somebody on Twitter tweeted me that they had to give me their thoughts. I don't really give a fuck what their thoughts were. That the pay-per-view was lackluster. I don't give a fuck. I thought it was good. All I care about is my opinion. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was lackluster. Anyways, yeah, my throat's pretty sore because earlier I was yelling when I was watching my Packers lose and get ripped off by the refs. Even though you could say, I'm not going to talk about the game, but you could say that wasn't an interception, that he dropped it when it hit the ground. It still could have been called an interception. So, in my opinion, the refs played a role. The refs fucking interfered in the game and costed the Packers a victory. Or could have. Or you can blame them if you want. That is bullshit. Packers should have got the ball after the interception, and then they could have went down the field and won. But whatever. Everything's okay. We're still 8-3, I believe. So up first on the Survivor Series 2021, on the kickoff, you had a champion versus champion matchup. I don't know why this was on the kickoff. It should have been on the pay-per-view. It was not. Should have been. But why didn't you put the Battle Royal on the kickoff? The so-called Battle Royal for The Rock. It was to celebrate The Rock's 25th anniversary from making his debut at Survivor Series 96 as Rocky Maivia. I definitely did not think, when I saw Rocky Maivia, I did not think he's going to go on to become one of the biggest sports entertainers, wrestlers on the planet. He's going to go on to become one of the most recognizable stars. He's going to go on to become one of the biggest Hollywood movie stars in the world. I did not believe that was going to happen, but he believed in himself. And my God, he was in WWE full time from only November 96 until, I would say, the summer of 2002. Then he took off. He started taking time off a lot. Even 2001, after WrestleMania, he took off time to film a movie. Then he took off time again in 2002, the whole summer. He didn't come back. And I'm sure he went to do a movie. He didn't come back until February or January. And then he had a match with Hogan at No Way Out 03. So he's only around not long. 4 to 5 years full time. But holy fuck, The Rock left a fucking huge impact. Huge impact. I'm sure a ton of wrestlers are wrestlers today because they were fans of The Rock and wanted to do what The Rock did. So happy 25th anniversary, Rock. You were so excited about it, you decided to not even show up. What the fuck was that about? I don't know. How can you be that busy? I know he probably wants to leave WWE in the past, but what the fuck, dude? You got a private jet. You're rich as fucking hell. You could probably fly to Brooklyn and get there in like 2 hours or under, wherever the hell you live. I don't know. Hawaii. I don't know where he lives. Hollywood. Probably owns a whole bunch of homes. Unless he's like shooting a movie and he could not leave, could not get time off tonight, he should have been there. This is my opinion. You should have been there, Rock. You should have been there for the company and Vince that helped make you a fucking superstar. Without WWE and what you did in WWE, Hollywood would have never fucking hired you and came calling. Without being in WWE, my opinion, The Rock would have never got hired to be in movies. At all. You could say he used WWE as a stepping stone to get into Hollywood. I don't got a problem with that. A lot of wrestlers do. That's cool. That's fine. Good for them. They get to become more famous and get paid a lot more money and become a millionaire for not taking any bumps. That's good. I'm happy for the wrestlers that get to be in movies full time. Happy for Cena. Happy for The Rock. But 25th anniversary of The Rock's debut in Brooklyn, New York City, you should have fucking been there. You have a private jet. You could have got there, showed up for 10 minutes. I don't know, cut a promo, but no, you did not. Watch at home. You don't think Peacock fucking talk to WWE about, can you get The Rock? Do you think you can get him? Is he going to show up at Survivor Series? And they couldn't get him. I don't know if they tried. Why the fuck would they not try? It's just, they were showing videos the whole fucking pay-per-view of celebrating The Rock's best moments and best match. Well, not really matches, but his best moments. So why the fuck would Vince and WWE not call him and be like, can you show up at Survivor Series, please? But maybe he's going to show up at the Rumble to start building up a feud to take on Roman at WrestleMania. I don't know what they have planned. I don't know when he's going to show up, if he's ever going to show up again. It makes more sense for The Rock, I think, to wrestle Roman at the next WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. But that's a long fucking time away. Over another year, we're going to have to wait. That's a long time. They shouldn't wait that long. They should do Rock Roman at WrestleMania 38 in 2022, not 2023. Anyways, I thought The Rock should have showed up. You should have fucking showed up for the company that made you a star. Yes, you helped WWF and WWE. Oh, holy fuck, oh my God. That's obvious. The Rock helped the company draw millions of fans and make the company a ton of money. But he also made a ton of money also in WWE. The guy probably made like $5 million or more. So anyways, and back in the Attitude Era when The Rock started, I believe more merchandise was sold than nowadays. So I'm sure the guy made millions on merchandise and his yearly pay. So that was disappointing to me that The Rock did not appear. I thought he would. I'm not upset about it. I'm just saying he should have appeared. That would have been nice to say like a thank you to the fans. Like, thank you for supporting me for 25 years. I love WWE. Something like that. So the kickoff, we had Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion from Smackdown, take on Damian Priest, the U.S. Champion from Raw. This was good. Really good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I forgot Nakamura was Intercontinental Champion. I actually did forget. But he still is. It was non-title. All these champion versus champion matches were non-title. That's pretty stupid, but they gotta be non-title because you're not gonna take one of the titles off of Raw or SmackDown and just take it off of one of the shows that needs it. So, Rick Boogs kept playing his damn guitar to distract Damian Priest. That was kind of annoying. But Priest went outside the ring, got fed up, grabbed the guitar, smashed it over his knee. Must be a pretty weak guitar, like made out of cheap wood or something that he could break it in half. But maybe he's that strong and he could do that. I wouldn't doubt it. Damian Priest is a beast. He's pretty jacked. But, good match, bad finish, but I don't really have a complaint because that was the only DQ finish. That was the only disqualification finish of the whole show. That's a good thing. So Nakamura wins by disqualification. Thank God they didn't do DQs for other matches because that would have been really lazy and lame. Up first on the pay-per-view, they announced it on the kickoff that Becky, Lynch, Charlotte, Flair were going to kick off. They're going to kick off Survivor Series. They were going to kick off the pay-per-view. They did. Holy fuck. Becky looked great. What a MILF. My God, what a MILF. And my God, what shape she got herself into after having a kid. I forgot when she had the kid in December, I think last year. I don't remember, but her body is fucking banging. My God, it's hot. Great body. And her gear was insanely hot. Shit like a one-piece. It's like a one-piece swimsuit. Leather, red, or latex, whatever the fuck that is. Holy fuck, Becky looked hot. And she did great in the match. Looks aside, both of these women are great. Charlotte, probably the best female athlete WWE's ever had. Not probably, she is. Not the best wrestler, but the best athlete. Becky's awesome. Great worker, great wrestler, great storyteller. Looks hot as hell, is great on the mic. Becky has it all. I am still a big fan of the man, Becky Lynch. Some are sick of her, think her ego's out of control. I'm not. I will always be a fan of her. And I like Charlotte too. I will always be a Charlotte fan. I don't get it, why she's so hated, just because she's pushed a lot. It's not her fucking fault. So Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch tore it up and brought it at each other for 18 minutes and 15 seconds. They beat the hell out of each other. They did not stop to take a breath. They didn't stop to take a break. Neither of them got tired or blown up. They just brought it. They kept going at it. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking great to watch. Fun to watch. Great to see. Great match. Probably the best women's match of the year in WWE, I think. I would say Becky Charlotte tonight, Survivor Series, was the best match of the year with Sasha and Bianca from WrestleMania. I like the Women's Rumble too, but that was in front of no fans. So sadly, that's not going to be remembered that good. But Bianca won it. That was a great moment. So this was just great. And Charlotte rolled up. Now look, they were stiff. They were hitting each other really hard. And they were stiff with each other. Doesn't mean they really hate each other and they're not friends. I don't believe it. I think they still have respect for each other. They're still friends. And I bet you after the match, they had more respect for each other and probably hugged and cried about it. Like, holy fuck, that was great. As they were hugging it out, they were probably like, that was fucking great. Oh my God, thank you. And maybe they're friends again. Or maybe they were never not friends. Maybe all that shit was made up and given to the dirt sheets. So WWE could basically get a ton of interest that they got in a fight. And Charlotte was thrown out of the arena. Maybe that shit was all made up by somebody in WWE. And Dave Meltzer, or I think PWI Insider, wrote the article that they were in a backstage argument and fight and yelling at each other. And Charlotte was punished and thrown out of the arena because she didn't do what the script told her to do. I don't know if it's true, but I believe they're still friends and probably respect each other even more after they kicked each other's ass tonight. Charlotte rolled up. Becky grabbed her tights, was holding on second rope. Referee saw it. Becky then did the same thing, reversed, or did it later, and held on to the bottom rope for the 1, 2, 3. Becky wins by cheating, but who cares? Didn't upset me. A victory is a victory. You gotta win by any means necessary. Becky Lynch wins. Again, it was non-title. But holy fuck, it was awesome. If you did not see it, watch it. Get Peacock and watch it. Becky Charlotte Survivor Series 2021 was awesome. It was a match of the show, match of the pay-per-view for both women. It was so good. Up next, we had the first 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Team Smackdown, Team Raw, going at it. Shocker, Kevin Owens was on Team Raw with Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. And shocker, Kevin Owens went out to the floor. He acted like he wanted to get in the ring in the beginning, but then he just walked out to the floor and walked out on Team Raw. What the fuck's your problem? I don't know if they're booking him like that on purpose because he told them he's not re-signing and he doesn't want to re-sign and he's done. So maybe they just booked him like this because they didn't want to use him. I don't know. I don't care how they want to book him, but that shit was stupid. That he walked out on Team Raw, that pissed me off because I wanted Team Raw to win with him. But they got it done anyway without him. So Kevin Owens is gone. So Raw had 4 guys against 5. Team SmackDown is Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and Sheamus. This was good shit. It went 30 minutes. Really good Survivor Series elimination match, and it came down to Seth Rollins and Jeff Hardy. Jeff was super over. The crowd was behind him 100%, chanting Hardy, Hardy. Seth wins. Curb stomp. Seth Rollins wins as a sole survivor. I didn't have a problem with it. I like Seth. I think he's a great, great wrestler. Up next, we had the Rocks. This is what they called it, the Rocks 25th anniversary multi-brand battle royal. I guess they will never count NXT 2.0 as a brand, but you could add some guys from NXT in it, especially Rick Steiner's son. That would have been awesome if he would have been in it. Just call him up. He doesn't need to stay in NXT. So, shocker, we had AJ Styles in it. That's not shocking, I'm just saying. A lot of talent was in it. Mid-carders, a lot of guys that are not booked in the main event at all. Mid-carders are guys that chase the 24/7 championship. I don't think Reggie was in it. Reginald, he might have been there, but I don't remember seeing him. You had Cedric Alexander, Benjamin, Viking Raiders, Ricochet, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Omos, and I don't remember who else. But AJ actually got eliminated when Omos, I think, was holding him up and just let him go or something. So, Omos, shocker, Omos. It came down to Omos and Ricochet, Omos and Ricochet. Who do you think was going to go over? The fucking giant that looks like a damn giant? Looks like he could crush your head if he punched you at full force or squeezed your head. He'd probably pop your damn head off. But, that I was not surprised, and I wanted Omos to win. Omos, the Giant, wins. He's not as good as Andre, but he could get it there. He could be as good as Andre. Andre wasn't that good after like 1984. He got really, really heavy and had a lot of injuries. So if Omos just keeps in shape and doesn't have like injury problems like knee injuries or back problems, he could be as good as Andre. And WWE could book Omos as the Giant, as a Giant for years, like 5 to 10 more years if they want to, if he's healthy. If he's healthy enough. And I don't know, maybe I don't know if he loves wrestling. I don't know if he loves his job, but if he does, he'll probably stick around, and I doubt he'll be released because how damn big he is. Braun Strowman was released, but he was kind of past his prime already. So Omos wins. That was good. I enjoyed that. And the Battle Royal only went 10 minutes, 45 seconds. That's some tribute to The Rock. Wasn't that long. So up next we had champion versus champion, tag team champions. Raw versus Smackdown going at it. RK Bro from Raw. RK Bro took on the Usos. This was pretty good. Very good. I enjoyed it. 14 minutes, 50 seconds. One of the Usos did a splash off the top on top of Riddle, but he got RKO'd out of nowhere. That was awesome. An RKO splash. That was really cool, innovative. And RK Bro wins. So they do not win the SmackDown tag titles. They just get a win over SmackDown. It really doesn't matter and doesn't mean a damn thing because they're all in the same company. And just stop. Just stop trying to have Raw and SmackDown feud with each other at Survivor Series. It's not a bad idea, but it doesn't mean anything. If you're going to do a draft right before Survivor Series, that's stupid. So now we have the women's 5-on-5 women's Survivor Series elimination. Team Raw, Bianca Belair, one of my personal favorites. She's in my top 3 favorites. Not just women. top 3 favorite wrestlers. One of them is Bianca Belair. The other is Shotzi Blackheart. My number 1 is Asuka. Maybe let's bring this shirt up closer so you can see it. Oh, what do you know? There's an old Rock shirt. The Rock's 25th anniversary. And there's an old Rock shirt. So, anyways, as I said, my personal favorite wrestlers are still Asuka, my number 1, Shotzi, and then Bianca. So, this was good. This stupid fans, they're either drunk as fuck, or just were bored, or did not care about the match. Well, why the fuck did you buy a ticket to go to the show? You fucking morons, dumb motherfuckers. Why the fuck did you want to go to a WWE pay-per-view if you were going to start chanting CM Punk? I don't give a fuck if you bought a ticket. You had no right to disrespect these awesome women, except for Carmella. I don't care about her, and I don't think she's awesome at all. She probably has fans, but I'm not one of them. The rest of the women, other than Carmella, did not deserve and don't deserve ever to be disrespected by a couple fucking idiots chanting CM Punk. When the women were putting their bodies on the line, taking bumps, trying to put on a good match, and working hard, none of these women phoned it in, except for Carmella, but she was eliminated quick. So it wasn't even her fault if she phoned it in. So it wasn't her fault. She was booked like that. But, yeah, to the dumb fans that chanted CM Punk, CM Punk. You bought a ticket to the wrong fucking show for the wrong fucking company. Did you think this was a ticket to Full Gear? That happened last weekend. You were not in Minnesota. Full Gear was not in Brooklyn. Yes, you're a CM Punk fan. I don't know. Maybe you don't watch AEW. Look at this. There's a new CM Punk shirt. I'm not bashing Punk. This is not about ripping CM Punk. It's about the fucking dumb fucks that chanted CM Punk. You're stupid people. You're morons. Were you fucking on drugs? Or were you drunk as fuck? You're probably so drunk you probably shit your pants at the show. And you probably sat in it. That's how stupid you are. Oh. That was just annoying as hell and disrespectful as hell. Again, I love all these women, except for Carmella. They all deserve respect. Women out of wrestling, women in the real world. If you have women as friends, if you have a wife or a girlfriend or a mother or a sister, grandma, aunt, they all deserve to be fucking respected. That's how I look at women. I love women, and I respect the hell out of them. And I always try to treat them good and right, if they're in my family or my friends or whoever I'm dating. These motherfuckers, I look at it, them chanting CM Punk is like a slap in the women's face in the ring. It's like a slap in their faces. It's like spitting on them. It's pathetic and it's wrong. Just, God, you're morons. And you actually should be banned from watching women's wrestling. If you're going to just think of CM Punk. You must have a fucking fetish with him. Or something. Or you must, I don't know what it is. How the fuck? I can't comprehend. How would you think to chant CM Punk when you have Liv Morgan in the ring? Or on the apron. Standing there. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Natalya, Zelina Vega. Who else is in the match? My God, Shotzi. One of my favorites. Shotzi Blackheart. Awesome in the ring. Looks fucking hot as hell and gorgeous. Sasha Banks. She's even hot. I mean, I'm not really into her look and attracted to her, but she's a good-looking woman, and she has a great body. Toni Storm! Holy fuck, it's Toni time. Finally, she got on a WWE. I think this might have been her first main roster pay-per-view for Toni fucking Storm. One of the best in the world. I mean, you want to talk about best in the world, in my opinion, Bianca Belair, Shotzi Blackheart, Toni Storm are better than CM Punk is now. And I'm a fan of Punk. Obviously, I wouldn't have bought the guy's shirt if I wasn't a fan of him. His return was great. It was epic in Chicago. But stop chanting his name during women's matches. First off, you must hate women. Now you think of CM Punk and you need help. Second off, you're just in love with the guy or have a fetish about him, or you thought you were so drunk you thought you were at an AEW show, or you're so stupid that you thought CM Punk was still in WWE and he was not on the card. Holy fuck, you need help, you morons. If I was at the show and you were chanting CM Punk, I would have stood up and said, shut the fuck up. I would have yelled it at them. And I think some fans in the front rows actually turned around and started booing at the CM Punk chants. That's good. Now, maybe it's just AEW fans or Punk fans being dickheads because they want to bash WWE and they want to start a feud and a rivalry, have AEW against WWE fans, and they think AEW's better and WWE sucks. That's stupid. If you're a wrestling fan, you will enjoy both companies. You can see that there's a hell of a lot of talent in both companies. I like both companies. I will always like them and watch them. And if you can't see the talent, if you're AEW mark and you only like AEW and you can't stand the talent in WWE and you can't stand to watch them, there's something wrong with you. And if you're a WWE fan and you can't stand to watch AEW talent, there's something wrong with you. Fucking come together. AEW fans, WWE fans, you should be coming together and watching every product, every company. And some fans watching this might bash me and say I'm a WWE mark. And I don't know what I'm talking about. And I only support a sports entertainment company, and WWE's not pro wrestling. I disagree. They have a wrestling ring, so it's still wrestling to me. And yes, they have a lot more storylines than AEW, a lot more soap opera feel, but I like that. I grew up with that shit in the 80s. So anyways, back to the women's 5-on-5 elimination, and fuck you morons that chanted CM Punk during it. You should be sent to the moon without oxygen. So, yeah. Team Raw, everybody got eliminated. Liv Morgan, I forget who eliminated Liv. I'll have to watch it over. It might have been Toni Storm. Toni Storm eliminated Zelina. She eliminated Carmella. That was awesome. And Shotzi was in it for a while. Also, Natalya. It was down to Sasha got counted out. But some fans have said the ref stopped counting or something. And I don't know. They just said she got counted out. That was weird. I'll have to watch it back to really see what happened, because I was looking at Twitter a lot of the show. But I know it's good. I watched enough of it to know it was damn good. It went 23 minutes, 45 seconds, and Team Raw was down to Bianca against 4. 1 versus 4. What happened? The EST did it. She pulled it out and pulled up a hell of a victory. For Bianca Belair wins and is a sole survivor for Raw. By the way, Raw dominated Smackdown, except for the main event. The main event was champion versus champion. Universal champ versus WWE champ. Roman Reigns, the top guy in the business today, in my opinion. Roman take on the WWE champ, Big E. This was really damn good. The crowd was, I think, tired or blown up. I don't know. I don't care. But the crowd should have been into it more. They got into it, kind of. But I'd say the crowd was probably the most into Becky, Charlotte. But Roman and Big E, they brought it. It was damn good. And Roman Reigns wins and defeats Big E. It wouldn't have hurt Roman if he lost. It wouldn't have. Because he wouldn't have lost the title. So he could have took the L. I thought he should have. I wanted Big E to win. But he didn't. Roman wins again. Who the fuck is ever going to beat him for the title? I don't have a clue. I don't think Rock will get the title if he returns. Why would he? He should job to Roman. But who the hell's going to defeat Roman ever for the title? Brock? Maybe? I guess. I don't know who else. Drew McIntyre, maybe? He could win it. I'd be fine with that next year. Roman wins. By the way, no Rock. After Roman won, I thought for sure it would have got a huge pop if Rock's music would have hit. And he would have faced off with Roman to end the pay-per-view, but no. And this was weird. Vince was on Survivor Series like 2 or 3 times, I think, in segments. Vince first showed up in a limo. Sonya Deville, Adam Pearce, and a whole bunch of mid-carders were clapping for Vince, showing them like a golden egg. I guess they're calling it like Cleopatra's. I don't know what the hell it was. Cleopatra's egg. Like it was golden, like diamonds on it. And I guess it was in the movie, whatever that movie's called, I already forgot, that The Rock was in with Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds. Red Notice, maybe that was the name of it. I don't have Netflix. I don't pay for it, so I don't really care what the movie is called. Maybe someday I'll see it. I don't know. But Vince was backstage in his office. Roman knocked on his door. He had the egg under glass and displayed, protected under glass. And Vince was telling Roman, "Oh, your cousin gave the..." Like, why would he bring up The Rock? That's what's funny and makes me think we're going to get The Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, I think. Because why would Vince bring that up and be like, your cousin? He wants to plant it in our heads. The Rock will come back. Maybe. That's my guess. But Vince is like, your cousin. Let me put this down. So Vince is like, your cousin gave that to me. And do you know what it is? It is the thing from the movie. And then Roman is like, not saying anything really. And then Vince is like, it's worth $100 million. And this was funny. Roman stood up and said it very slowly and quietly. Roman stood up and was leaving and was like, oh, $100 million. That's what my next contract is going to be. That is pretty damn funny. And then Vince looked shocked like, I'm not going to pay him that. And I doubt he will. I don't think he'll ever pay a wrestler a $100 million contract. So, that is a funny segment with Roman and Vince. And then Vince, they went back to his office and he's yelling at Sonya and Adam Pearce. Like, where the hell did my egg go? The golden egg, where'd it go? It was taken, it was stolen. Somebody obviously took it from the roster or somebody outside of the roster, Triple H. I don't fucking know who took it, and I don't know who's going to be revealed that stole it. And then Vince says to Adam and Sonya on Raw, I think tomorrow he meant, or Raw tonight, Vince is like, I want SmackDown roster and the Raw roster. I want them at Raw, and I'm going to find out who took it, who took the damn $100 million egg. I made a joke on Twitter and said, probably all the released talent stole it. But I was kidding. Trying to be funny. Or The Rock took it back. I don't know. I don't think The Rock will be on Raw tomorrow. If he is, I'll be shocked if he comes out with the egg, holding it. And then, I don't know. Who the hell knows? Maybe The Rock will come out with the egg and say to Vince, I'll give you this egg if you can book me versus Roman at WrestleMania. I don't know where this is going, but it's a storyline. It's a new, fresh storyline. Who stole the $100 million egg? I'm invested. I want to know. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. My Survivor Series review for 2021's in the books. I give a A-. I enjoyed the show. Every match I was into, I was not bored with any of them. Becky, Charlotte was a match of the show. My favorite match on the pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it again. Maybe 1 to 2 more times. Like, comment, share. Subscribe. Bye for now.